So, continuing with the lore, and SMG4 underscore VR chat is making a movie about my character, where I'm the main villain. And yes, this will continue this lore video. By the way, this is the last lore video that I'm gonna post about my character. So, continuing. So, SMG 666 was introduced to the others 1, 2, and 3. They all were happy except for 1 and 2. They had a bad feeling about 666 since he was just looking at bugs and mostly staying quiet in class in Super Moon Guardian High. And basically he joined whatever activity they were doing. Drinking soda, eating hot dogs, just all the teenager things. Until the next day at school. SMG 666 was talking to 4 at lunch and stuff. He got a text, and 666 got a text message, which he was really wanted to be private about. 4 was curious. They always show secrets together, so why not this one? Until school ended for the day, and 4 asked him if he wanted to go out and hang out again. But sadly, he said he can't. He had something to do. It's after school work. 4 was oddly strange. He hasn't had schoolwork since the first day. There were no sign-ups, nothing. So 4 was curious. He lied about him going. And then he stayed inside a locker and saw what room he was in. Warning, this sounds demonic and stuff. There was the star circle thing, skulls, candles, even a demon book. Somehow he's been contacting hell. And practically 4 was shocked. He thought that the 666 was gonna do something really bad. So 4 changed schools. And 666 was kind of sad that his friend had to go to another school. A few years passed. 4 got a new job at a restaurant. And basically, it was a Friday night. So that means like everything's 20% off. Until he waited until he asked the table what food or drinks they would like. And a familiar voice spoke to him. It was SMG 666 again. 4 was shocked of how he suddenly met him again. 666 was happy to see him again, since he said it's been years, I missed you and stuff. Until he saw that there's another person at the table too, SMG 99, a cowboy of sorts. And they asked for breadsticks and some pizza and spaghetti, Italian stuff. And basically, 4 served. 4 asked the kitchen if they could make it. But 4 was sweating because he remembered what happened that day. But sadly, one of the chefs wasn't looking at their meal, and it burnt. And then the fire spread until the restaurant was on fire. The doors were locked. The only way to get out is the windows. So they all got out, and 666 was sadly last. And then, kaboom. The whole place exploded. The whole place exploded. And somehow, four, SMG4, basically accidentally broke a wire and was the reason why the place was on fire. So everyone was fine besides 666. Warning. Again, another warning. This is graphic. He was on fire, screaming in pain, and I'll just say it like that. He tried to stop the fire from hurting, but sadly it was too late. 666 has sadly passed away. Until he woke up in HE double hockey sticks. And basically he wondered how did he die, until some random demon cat basically showed him what happened. 666 was furious. How come his best friend killed him? Or oofed him. Sorry, I need to choose a little friendlier thing. But yeah, 666 was furious. So he planned revenge. A few weeks passed. His funeral already happened. 4 was sad. Until 666 was somehow able to get back to the living world. And practically 666 murdered basically oofed and every meme guardian he saw 666. He was going in for the stab until a particular meme guardian showed up. It was SMG8, the war fighting hero. Sorry. They had a fight until they had to lock him back in HE double hockey sticks. So basically, they put him back there, and they make sure the hole they escaped from was sealed up tight. He promised that one day he'll make sure four and the rest will pay. If you're asking who put him back in HE double hockey sticks, it was SMG 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. That's how many SMGs locked him back up. And then he swore that he'll get them. He sadly locked up back in HE double hockey sticks. Make sure you'll seal it up tight. Before and the others were discussing how what happens if you return, what happens if he comes back for revenge. And then they decided they had to go on by themselves. They got in the USB pods, say goodbye to each other, and left that planet and universe. 4 landed on Mario, SMG3 2, the rest don't know. And 666 is still plotting for revenge. And that's the end of the story. See you guys in the summer when the movie releases on SMG4_VR chats the movie. See you guys in the summer.